Hi friends! Today we're going to talk about the 30 top makeup and skincare products that you can pick up during the Sephora VIB Fall Rouge Sale, which begins, I believe, October 31st and runs straight through to November the 10th. And depending on your level of Rouge status, your particular shopping window might be different than mine. I'm a Rouge member, so I get to shop on the first day, and I thought that I would share my top 30 picks. I've narrowed them down, I think 10 beauty, 10 skincare, 5 for hair care, and I think 5 for fragrances. These are products, most of them I already own. They're products that I stand by and I love. And there might be a few things in here that are on my wish list. So if there's something that I have not used before, I'll bring that to your attention. But everything else, rest assured that I have tried it and I own it. And I probably really love it if I'm mentioning it. So we're gonna start with skincare, which is my passion. I love skincare. I actually love it more than makeup. And I've always been that way. I think probably because I had oily skin growing up in my skin. I had a lot of acne and rosacea, so I always wanted to take care of my skin. So there are a few products that I have used that I'm currently using. And the first one is, and I'm just looking at my computer because there's no way I can remember all 30 things, the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Exfoliating Toner. I use this toner about 2 nights a week. I exfoliate my skin every day, and then once a week usually I do a deep exfoliation. But I love this toner because as we age, our skin turnover slows down and the dead skin just sits on top of our face like glue. So you got to get that off so you can show the young cells underneath, and that's how you get glowing skin. I own several of Paula's Choices skincare products, and I really do like them, and I think that they're at a good price point. And if you can get between 10 and 20% off, now is the time to try it. I also noticed that Paula's Choice has this little exfoliation kit, and I think that is a great way to introduce yourself to a brand if you're not sure if you're going to like the product. And most of the time it's a generous enough size, we'll say, sample, but the price is less, and usually you get to try 2 or 3 different items. Now I do use the exfoliating toner that we just talked about, but I also use her peptide moisturizer in the evening, and I see that there is a sample of that in this exfoliation kit. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention in case you want to try more than just one of her products. And the last Paula's Choice product that I have to recommend is what I just talked about, her Pro Collagen Peptide Plumping Gel Cream Moisturizer. I love this stuff. Been using it now for months. I use it in the evening, and it just gets readily absorbed into my skin. And peptides, you really need those for mature skin, and I think that this is a really great moisturizer. And I have tried tons of moisturizers, all different price points, and I do enjoy this one. I love also that it's in like an airless pump dispenser rather than a jar where every time you open it, it's exposed to air. And yeah, so far I'm happy with it. One more product by Paula's Choice. I thought I was finished, but I have 2 of them, and they are the Pro Collagen Peptide Plumping Gloss Balm Lip Treatment. They have a little bit of a tint to them. This one's a little darker, this one's a little lighter. I'm not wearing them right now because I'm wearing a lipstick that I'm going to talk about in a bit, but I've been using these for quite a while, and they're just a nice lip balm. I wear them during the day. They just kind of have like a applicator like that. You just go over your lips, and it gives them a little bit of tint, and at the same time a little bit of plumping action. Now, it doesn't burn like a lot of plumping lip treatments do. At least that is my experience. So I'm quite happy with these. And I think they might have like a little gift pack like this. That's how I got mine. If they do, I'll be sure to link it under, I think this is number 5. So if you want to know the number of the product, just look in the top corner, and then I'm going to have everything organized by number and category underneath the video and in the pinned comment. So say, I think this is number 5, look for number 5, and you'll see that in the pinned comment, and all the links will be there. Just a correction, this is number 5. I guess I got too excited. The lip thing was number 4 for the 2-pack of the Paula choice lip thing. I got so many tabs open here in front of me on my computer, my tabs open in my head, it's hard to keep everything straight. But number 5 is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream Anti-Aging Hydrating Moisturizer. I've been using this moisturizer for, well, as long as it's been out, maybe 10 years. It is my go-to moisturizer in January and February. I have oily skin, so I don't use it like in the spring and summer when it's hot out. I just find it's a bit too thick for my skin. But this moisturizer has saved my skin so many times because what has happened since turning 50, and then now I'm, menopausal or in menopause, past it, I don't know what I am. But my skin gets very, very dry in January and February, to the point that if I'm outside and it's windy, I'll actually get windburn, and it just like really aggravates my rosacea. My skin gets very angry, inflamed, red, tight, itchy. I put this on several times during the day, and it really does transform my skin within 24 to 36 hours. So I am never without this moisturizer in the winter time. I just put it on every night, and if I'm feeling a little tight or dry during the day, which is a really foreign feeling to me as somebody that has oily skin, I'll just go in the bathroom and put some on, and it just really quenches my skin and moisturizes it, and it just feels happy. Okay, we're back on track. Number 6 is another one that I preach to you about all the time I talk about skincare, and it's the Caudalie Grape Water. I will not be without this. I love it. I spritz it on my face every night before bed. That's my ritual. And anytime during the day, if I'm feeling I need a little pick-me-up, if I'm tired or my skin just feels kind of dry, I'll go in and just spritz my face. I always have the large size. It lasts a long time, but they also have a smaller travel size, which I also keep in my travel bag and use it whenever I travel. So it's just one of those things that's nice to have, especially if you live in a warmer climate, and you just need a little pick-me-up or refresher. I don't keep it in my fridge, but you probably could. And that would be, a nice cooling, refreshing treatment during the day. Now, number 7 is a Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I've been using it for years. I use it every night. It goes on my lips, stays on, doesn't get all over the pillowcase at night. I wake up in the morning, my lips are nice and hydrated, and they have absorbed the sleeping mask. But I'm going to try the Intense Hydration with Vitamin C. And I actually was in Sephora on the weekend, and I looked for this one and I tried it because some of the reviews were kind of like iffy. Some people complained that it was drying, that they found that it was like tingling. That is not my experience. I can only tell you what it was like for me. I wanted to try it before I bought it to see if there was an issue. It's so nice and very, I want to say like thick, but it's very like hydrating on the lips. And I wore it, all afternoon until it wore off whenever I ate, and I didn't have any issues whatsoever. I do think it's a little thicker, a little more moisturizing than just the regular lip sleeping mask. But if you don't want the vitamin C, just check out one of the regular ones. They have different, we'll call them flavors. And they also have a trio kit. And I always like to buy their little sample sizes at Christmas time because they're good to give, as stocking stuffers, but also just to try out different scents or flavors, whatever you want to call them. So I will always use the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I truly do believe that it does a great job. Number 8 is the Josie Maran Body Butter. I love this stuff. I just wish that it wasn't so darn expensive. Even, with 20% off, it's still expensive. But I always do treat myself to one. The flavor or the scent that I like is the citrus scent. And it just absorbs into my skin. It's really important to remember to moisturize your skin like year round, especially as we're aging, because, it is our biggest organ, and it's really important to keep it happy and to keep it moisturized because it does a great job of protecting us. So they have the cream in jars, but what I usually do is I just buy like the refill and I just use it like that. So a little bit of it goes a long way, It is not sticky or greasy. You know, I put it on after my shower or bath, and then I put that on, put my pajamas on. No problem at all. I just wish that it wasn't so darn expensive. Another favorite of mine, and again, I wish it wasn't so expensive, is the Elemis Pro Collagen Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. Say that fast 3 times. In Canada, to my knowledge, the only place that we can buy this is Sephora and the shopping channel, which is currently out of stock. If I'm wrong, please somebody let me know where else I might look to find this, because I do love it. And again, it is really, really expensive, but I know lots of times you might be able to get like bonuses during the holiday sale. So currently I'm not finding that online at Sephora Canada, but hopefully maybe they will come out with a value set for Christmas. But it's a really great cleansing balm. It has skincare in it, and it goes on, I guess, like a gel, but then it turns into an oil. And I do find a little bit goes a long way. My favorite is the rose. I like that one. It's the pink one. They all, you know, they do the same job, but it's a good one because you can take everything off. I put it on, I let it sit on my face for, you know, maybe 2, 3, 4 minutes. Then I hop in the shower, rinse it off, and then I use my Neutrogena Hydro Boost cleansing scrub that I keep in my shower. And, you know, that just takes off any residue that might be left over. But I can assure you this does an excellent job of getting rid of the makeup. Another cleansing balm that I like, not quite as much as the Elemis, but it's, you know, it's right behind it. It's number 2, and it is the Pharmacy Cleansing Balm. It's a little less expensive than the Elemis, and it does work equally as well. And yeah, I've been using it as also over the years off and on, and I do like it. So now we're going to talk about makeup, and we're going to start with what I am wearing. And I have 3 of them, but I could only find 2 to show you. This is the Merit the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Foundation and Concealer Stick. So I'm using the darker of the 2. Can't see the shade. But I just like basically go all over my face with it. And then I use their number 1 tapered blending brush. It is excellent. Does a great job. And as a cream foundation, it's great for travel. It's great to have in your purse, but it's also great for mature skin because sometimes I find if I wear a foundation, and most of the times I don't, I like a tinted moisturizer or a tinted sunscreen, but say I'm going out somewhere special and want to use a foundation, I'm finding now that the older that I get, even though I do a great job with my skincare, sometimes a heavy foundation just doesn't look good on my skin anymore. So that's why I opt for like a lighter tinted moisturizer or what have you. But these are great. You know, like I said, that's what I'm wearing. Feels great on my face. Lasts all day. I really do like Merit Beauty, and I like quite a few of their products. And I'm actually wearing their tubing mascara today, which I also like. And number 12 is the Merit Flush Balm Cream Blush. Man, sometimes these companies come up with long names. It's impossible to remember them all. But this blush is perfect for mature skin. It is a cream, and I love that you can multitask with it. So say you don't want to have a lot of makeup or you're going traveling, you don't want to take a little liquids. This blush, I have used it as a blush. I've used it on my lips. I've used it as an eyeshadow. So it's perfect. It comes in lots of colors. But my favorite color is the Bonbon. It's very nice and bright, and it just makes me happy. Oh, and the best thing is you don't even need a brush. You can just like put it on right over the applicator and then just use your fingers to work it in. Okay, so now we're going to get into some of my favorite lip products, and I am a lip product addict. Now, these are pricey, and I love them. I think they're worth the money. So the first thing I want to talk about is the YSL Love Shine Plumping Lip Oil Gloss. I have 2 or 3 of these. This one, you look at it, you know, it looks purple, but when you put it on, it's not. It's really hydrating, not sticky, not tacky. Love this. I also really love the YSL Love Shine Lip Oil Stick. So this is the darker of the 2 that I have. So this is what, well, I was wearing today. I've got, I think, 3 different lip colors on me now. This is Pink Lavalier, and this is the darker one. It's Raspberry Shine, I believe. I like both of them. Most of the time I wear the Pink Lavalier, and it is a neutral shade that I think would go with a lot of people, would work for a lot of people, but I like a darker one for in the fall and in the winter. But I can't remember if this is on my favorites list, but I picked this up and I just wanted to show it to you. So you can get this little duo, and it has a full size of the Pink Lavalier, so now I have a backup, but it also comes with the YSL blush. This is gorgeous. I looked at it in person at Sephora. It's beautiful. I don't remember what I paid for the duo, but I think it's worth the money because I think their blushes are, you know, quite expensive enough. So by buying the duo, you're probably saving yourself at least maybe $10, $20. But I wanted to show this to you because this is the first YSL blush that I own. And I haven't tried it yet because I'm going to be doing a makeup video where I try a lot of new to me makeup that I've been, you know, collecting in the last little while, and just I want to test it out with you. So someday I'm going to do a sit down and we can go through everything. But if you like YSL, just wanted to bring that to your attention. It might be something you want to buy for yourself and put in your stocking. Number 15, I don't know where it is. My makeup is a mess. I got to organize it. It's driving me crazy. I'm talking about the Dior Rouge Contour No Transfer Lip Liner Pencil. I have one. I want to get another one. I think the shade that I have is Nude Ribbon, and it's a great shade for me. You know, pretty much matches all of the lip colors that I wear, but it is by far the best lip liner I have ever owned. It is very creamy, just gently goes on the lips, does a great job, lasts all day. So I like to line my lips and then color it in, and then honestly, like, my lipstick might wear off, but the lip liner is there all day, and it really does a nice job of just keeping everything in place. And I love that it has like an eraser on one end, and it also comes with a built-in sharpener. So that's always handy because, you know, sometimes you might not have a sharpener, you might forget, where's my sharpener? So it's always great when it's built into the lip pencil. And then I want to bring attention to the Dior Rosy Glow Powder Blush. I've had this, I think I bought it like maybe a year and a half ago during one of the Sephora events, and it really is one of my favorite blushes. It's what I'm wearing today. It is one of those colors that goes on lightly, but you can really build it up if you want a more intense look for your blush. I forget the color that I have, but it's like a really nice pink. And I think it's just one of those colors that just gives you like a nice, it almost looks like you're blushing. It's very, very natural looking. Now, I still wear powdered blush, powder products on my face. I'm not completely, you know, cream products. And I think that if you spend a little more money, I have found to be the case with my skin, that's, you know, the only thing I can talk about is how things work for me. The more you spend, it just seems that it doesn't exaggerate any skin imperfections that you might have. Because what I have found in the past when I've tried drugstore products, they just don't work for me. They either oxidize or they just seem to bring out any texture imperfections in my skin. Do you ever experience that with some drugstore products? The other thing about drugstore products, gonna have a little rant here, they're very, very expensive in Canada. You cannot test them and you cannot return them. At least at the drugstores that I shop at. So, you know, for a few dollars more, I'd rather just buy something from Sephora, and if I don't like it, they have a great return policy. Plus, you know, they always have sales on throughout the year. Number 17 is the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. Oh, what's it called? Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush. I love this blush so much. I introduced it to my channel probably about 2 years ago. The color that I have is Happy. It is such a beautiful luminous blush, and again, works great on my 57-year-old skin. The color that I have is Happy. Did I already tell you that? I can't remember. But I was so sad because I was cleaning the bathroom one day and I dropped it and it just shattered. I was so, so sad because I love this blush so much. But luckily, I got a new one in a recent FabFitFun box, so now I'm restocked. But her blushes really are nice. I have not tried any other Rare Beauty products. Have you? If so, drop us a comment and let us know what the product is and if you like it or not. Now, my all-time favorite eyebrow pencil has always been the IT Cosmetics Universal Brow Pencil, and I buy it in Universal Taupe. That's what I got on today. However, something else is right up there with it, and it is the Benefit Cosmetics Goof Proof, Waterproof, Easy Shape and Fill Eyebrow Pencil. This pencil is so easy to work with. It is a little bit different. It has a little bit of a slant to it. I normally like a pencil that has a round tip. So it did take, a few tries to get used to it, but I love it because you don't have to press hard, does not tug my skin because you want to be really careful around your eye area. You don't want to be stretching your skin, causing wrinkles. Lasts all day, and the shade that I use, I think it's light brown or light taupe. I'll put it in the description box. Perfect shade. It's a really great pencil. So if you have been on the hunt looking for a new eyebrow pencil, you might want to check out this one. One of my all-time favorite mascaras is by Lancome, and it is their Lash Idole Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara. I've been using this for years now. I usually buy the travel size because, you're supposed to change your mascara really every month, but who does that? It's too darn expensive. Plus, I don't use mascara like every day, but, follow the brand. If they say to change it because you don't want to end up with an eye infection. Trust me. But it's great because my lashes are very thin, they're sparse, they're fair. Whenever I use this mascara, it really curls and lengthens my lashes, and I just look like I have a lot of lashes. I don't have one because I had to dispose of mine, but I'm going to pick up a new one in the sale. And the last makeup item is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Cream Eyeshadows. I have a few of them. I love them. I love a one and done eyeshadow stick, especially a cream eyeshadow stick. You can just, put it on and you don't even need a brush. You can just take your finger and blend it in. It's great. I find eyeshadow palettes really overwhelming, like big eyeshadow palettes, but I love a one and done eyeshadow stick or an eyeshadow pot, but a stick is handy because, it takes up hardly any room, so it's great for travel or for in your purse. Now we're going to talk about my top 5 perfume recommendations. And if you've been with me for a while, you know that I am a Dior girl. So the first fragrance is the Dior Blooming Bouquet. If you are looking for a light scent that will last all day, you have to try this perfume. It comes in many different sizes in the bottles. You can also get it in a travel spray. You could also get it in a solid perfume stick, which I love because it's great for travel. You can carry it in your purse, say if you're at work. It just looks like a lipstick, and you just, put it on like that and you are good to go, and it lasts just as long as a spray. I already gave you number 22. It was the Dior stick fragrances, but I think there are several scents that you can now get in a stick, and I think that they're great. They're really also a great way to try a fragrance if you don't want to invest in a bottle, because everything has gotten so darn expensive. Like perfume, it's ridiculous the prices that they are asking. I also have the Miss Dior Eau de Toilette. Love it. I have so many Miss Diors, I don't know what I have. I've collected them throughout the years, but I really want to get my hands on the one that's new. It's a limited edition, I believe. It's the Essence. I smelt it when I was at the Paris airport coming home from Africa, and I was going to buy it, but it was expensive. It was going to cost me more in the duty-free shop than if I waited and buy it during the sale. So I'm going to try and get it. I tried to smell it again last week in Sephora, but they didn't have a sample open and they couldn't open a new one. I'm pretty sure I liked it, but I had been traveling for 20 some hours at that point, but I'm pretty sure that I liked it. I mean, it's Miss Dior. I love all of their fragrances. Another fragrance that I want to bring to your attention, it is very, very different than the Miss Dior, but I do like it. It is the Carolyn Herrera Good Girl Eau de Perfume Travel Spray with Jasmine. There are a lot of different scents, and last year I bought a sample set, and that's what I recommend doing because I think there were 3 roll-on perfumes in the sample set. One I liked, one I really didn't care for, and I think I gave it away to somebody. But it's a great way to introduce yourself to a brand, like I said, if you don't live near a Sephora. I don't. So yeah, it's a different vibe than the Miss Dior. It's definitely stronger, more bold. I guess that would be my definition of how I feel that it smells on me. And I did have this on my radar. It's number 25. It is the Sol de Janeiro Perfume Mist gift set. I have been wanting to try these for a long time. I did try one. I just don't remember. I think it was the pink one. I didn't really like it, so I don't think that I'm going to keep it on my list anymore. Let us know if you like this Sol de Janeiro. What is it about it that you like? And is there a particular scent that you recommend? Because the one that I tried just didn't wow me. And we all know that if it doesn't wow me, it doesn't come home with me. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. And now we're going to talk about hair care. And the first thing that I have to recommend to you is the Color Wow Dream Coat Supernatural Treatment Spray for frizzy hair. I've been using this now for 2 to 3 years. I put some in after I wash my hair, so I just like spritz it in. I also have the little travel bottle that is great for traveling. Most of the time it does a good job, but I have found something that I think works a little better for my hair, which gets really frizzy when it's like exceptionally humid like it had been all summer long. The Color Wow Dream Coat does a great job for my hair most of the time, year round. But if I need a little something extra, I like, is it the Oribe? I think it's leave-in conditioner cream. I'll also link it below number 26. But it does a really great job of keeping your hair not frizzy if you have thick, wavy coarse hair like I do. However, for every day, the Color Wow is great. They also have the Duo set, which I picked up. So you get the full size plus the travel size. And I love the travel size. It's great for traveling. Number 27 is the Pureology Hydrate Conditioner for medium to thick hair. I've used this for years. However, I will tell you, I don't like the shampoo. And that's okay because I have found, for whatever reason, a lot of times if I use the same shampoo and then the same brand conditioner, my hair just doesn't like it. I have oily hair. I've got to wash my hair about every second day. So what I have found is if I like a conditioner from one brand and a shampoo from another, I just use them. I don't think they really have to match. But the Pureology conditioner, it's really nice. It really does a great job of, well, conditioning my hair, making it soft, shiny. And it's also, I think when I put it on, it has a nice scent to it. And if I remember correctly, it has a little bit of a tingle to it because I think there might be peppermint in it. I'm not 100% sure, but I really like it. So they also have smaller sizes if you want to try the smaller sizes. Now, the Bondi Boost Hair Thickening Therapy Volumizing Conditioner is new to me and I love it. I had seen this all over social media and I thought, I gotta try this. Wow, am I ever glad I did. One, like really even a half a pump will do my whole head of hair and I have a lot of hair. It does a great job. Like I don't have thinning hair, so I don't need really to have my hair any thicker. But I just can't explain it. It just really, it makes my hair look good and it makes my hair feel good. I don't like a lot of products in my hair. So this is like a conditioner that you wash out. But after I get out of the shower, like honestly, I don't feel like I really need to put many products in. It does a really great job. Now, the last 2 products that I have to recommend are by Dyson. I own both of them. Let's talk about the Supersonic Hair Dryer. I just have like the basic Supersonic Hair Dryer. I've had it for years. And I'm actually thinking maybe after Christmas during, some of the Boxing Day sales of picking up a new one. They have any good deals on because mine, I think she could use an update. Not that, she still works, but they have so many fun colors now. And anyways, you can't go wrong with a Dyson hairdryer. If I am to use a regular hairdryer, like say we go to a hotel or something, I hate it because it will take me maybe 15 minutes to dry my hair. With the Dyson, literally, I'm probably done drying my hair in like 90 seconds. Go watch my hair tutorial video. Give it some love. Everybody wanted a hair tutorial. I made it and it doesn't have a lot of views, but that video is unedited and you see how quickly my hair dries with that hairdryer. I don't fuss around with my hair, you know, like the hair stylist does. I can't be bothered. You know, I'm a very simple person. Things have to be easy. They have to be quick. That's just who I am. I don't want to fuss with my hair. So I know I'm probably drying my hair incorrectly, but you know what? It works for me. And this hair dryer literally blows me away. I have a lot of hair, thick hair, coarse hair, and it is dry in no time. So if you're on the fence, you know, try one out, and if you can get it on sale, even better. Now, the next product is the Dyson Airwrap. And I saw probably about 8 months ago that they had one for short hair. Because I have a friend that has one, but her hair is longer than mine, and she swears by it. So when I saw that they had one for short hair, I thought, I'm going to try it. So what the difference is that some of the attachments, they're just not as big. You know, because like if I was to curl my hair, obviously I don't have like enough hair that would probably wrap around like a big wand. I have not tried the curling attachment yet. I've tried the hairdryer part because the Airwrap actually, it's a hairdryer and it comes with attachments. So I've tried the hairdryer part and I have tried the smoothing brush part, and it really does a good job for my hair. And so what I do is I put like my Color Wow anti-frizz in, or my Oribe, whatever, leave-in conditioner. I'll take the hair dryer, dry my hair to about 80% dry, and then I will take like the attachment for the smoothing brush, and I just brush my hair, like say if I was, you know, just brushing my hair, and my hair is so smooth, it almost looks as good as whenever I leave the hair salon. So for somebody that does not like to fuss with her hair, I really like having this in my life. Do I use it every day? No. But I do want to figure out how to use the wands where you can curl your hair, because I think it would be fun one day just to see if I could get like some bouncy curls and just try something different. But yeah, I'm happy with it. And if you like fussing with your hair, this might be like a good gift for yourself, or for somebody that really, you know, enjoys taking time and fixing their hair nicely. So if you enjoyed my video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, because over 50% of you are not subscribed, and I don't know why. It's 100% free. Love to have you here. I want to get to 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Just a personal goal. And if you could help me out by subscribing and sharing my channel, that would be great. And let us know in the comments. Are you buying anything during this Sephora sale? Gonna give it a pass. I know everything is so ridiculously expensive. I don't even know if I'm gonna pick up a lot. Like, what do I need? Well, there are a few things that I like to use the sale for, like to fill in, like my shampoo, my Shiseido cotton wipes. I love them. You know, probably get a few more lip products, but what is at the top of my list is my Miss Dior perfume. I love that perfume and I want it. So thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.